Thabang Mahlomuza. Thabang, a very warm welcome to the ground report. Now, Cosas is actually accusing the Mayor Herman Mashaba of not ensuring security in the schools. Can you give us a rundown on the story?
Thanks. Thanks very much for hosting us in your show. You know, firstly, allow me to take this opportunity to salute all of our soldiers, students who gathered yesterday to hand over the memorandum demanding the resignation of the Mayor Herman Mashaba because of he has failed the city as a mayor of this Johannesburg city. Now, what we are saying that is that yesterday he has proven indeed that he has failed us in terms of providing security for us because of when students gathered yesterday to hand over a memorandum, more than 100 of police officials and metro police were present there. But if you can go around our schools to check if there are enough safety and security, you'll only find TPF at the gate. And then the only time we see the visibility of the police is when they come and brutalize the students inside our schools, claiming that they are doing searches. And then now they are commanded by the very same people like Herman Mashaba, who are demanding his resignation because of we cannot tolerate people who are wearing the uniform of brutality in the name of protecting us. We must feel safe when we see the police, not intimidated. That's why we're saying that firstly we're demanding the proper security inside our schools.
And there were also allegations that the mayor was not available to receive the memorandum. What will the next step be for Cosas, especially since the mayor was not available to receive, your grievances? What would you guys do after that?
You see, the mayor is lazy. He's a saloonist, and then he does not care about any of the people. Even the people in the saloons themselves, he does not care about them. He is lazy, and he has proven himself that he is lazy because of we believe that being lazy is disrespectful to people who believe in you. Now, there are many people who believed in the mayor. That's why they've elected him to become the mayor. But he failed to even come and submit to receive a memorandum from a group of students. Imagine calling yourself a leader, but you are even ignorant to the people who are the future of the very same city that you are leading. Now, the mayor is competent. If he does not resign or does not implement what we are saying in the memorandum, we are going to come and close the offices. We're going to kick him out ourselves as the Congress of South African
Students. So how do you plan rather to kick him out?
Ourselves. We're going to mobilize ourselves. We're going to enter inside the offices. We're not afraid of the police. We're not afraid of the metro police. If indeed they are here to harass us, let them prove it. We're coming back for him in Mashaba until he resigns. We're tired of the DA that is leading our country. Students are suffering inside our schools. We have no access to libraries. We have no access to clinics, like for instance. But you can see many big shops, many big malls that are built. If you go to the cities, Johannesburg itself, you'll find the tallest cities, tallest buildings. But go to our schools, in our township schools, you'll find that there are no resources such as that. Now, so people have less access to medical health care. People have less access to research and knowledge, and we're having people who are stooges there. And then
I'm sorry to cut you there, Thabang. Specifically about, the security at the schools, especially in the townships, and that is what you are actually complaining and laying on the table. What was the securities like in the townships, before Herman Mashaba and now after? Was there any improvement, or maybe there's no security at all? What is the situation like that is making Cosas to actually march to the mayor's office to hand over such a memorandum?
There is no security inside our schools, and a school should be the most protected aspect of the community because of that is where the future of the community is groomed. Now, you'll only find 2 or 3 CPF members who are sitting at the gate, whose duty is only to sign in and sign out people or vehicles that are entering our schools. Anyone can come armed and take whatever things that are belonging to the schools. Like, for instance, we're having cases where school property has been missing, and there's no any sort of relief from or the findings or where are our belongings. But if you enter the office of the mayor himself, you will have to go through many security processes whereby you'll be searched and scanned thoroughly so that to ensure that the mayor is safe. But the people who should be protected the most are there left alone 8 hours a day. Some even attend after hours schools so that they are able to keep themselves with knowledge. you'll find that they are not protected even though. So it simply says that the first person who should be the first man in the city is not taking care of the future of this city. Now that person must go. Well, we're saying that we must forget about Zuma. The people who must go are the people who are here in front of our faces. The mayor cannot influence violence itself. We're blaming the mayor, Mashaba, for what transpired when the students clashed with the police. It is because of himself has incited violence.
So on the march yesterday, did the student actually clash with the police? And then what happened afterwards, after the clash? And are you saying that nobody, not even a representative from the mayor's office, came down to receive your memorandum?
There was one representative from the mayor's office who received our memorandum. The students clashed with the police on Wednesday when we submitted a memorandum as well to the Department of Education demanding a radical education transformation. And then we must feel that we must apologize to all of the informal traders and the hawkers who were affected by when their shops were looted.
So were hawkers or some students maybe hurt on the march, during the march?
There is no any report of any injuries or any arrest because of there was a solid resolution amongst the students and as well as the police. So the march was indeed a success, even after those negative things that transpired. But we are saying that the influence is sparked by Mashaba when he incited that immigrants must move from his city. We cannot allow.
But Mashaba said illegal immigrants must be removed.
Exactly.
So he never said immigrants, he said illegal. So what do you say about that? Why would you now accuse the mayor of not ensuring security, yet he's saying illegal immigrants must be removed?
Ensuring security is the first responsibility that he should have ensured. We cannot even discuss it. It is secondary to what we are talking about now, like for instance the issue of illegal immigrants. He should have ensured himself that our schools are most protected. That is the first responsibility of every citizen. If we are saying that indeed we believe in our educational system, we believe that in order for the country to produce good leaders, they must be educated, then why don't we all invest in ensuring that the schools are a safe place for learning and teaching? That is the first thing that the mayor should have done. Now he has failed to do that. Furthermore, he's encouraging violence that must take place. When you tell people that illegal immigrants must move, what are you saying? You are technically saying that they must bring back what they call xenophobia. If we are saying that illegal immigrants must move, then it means that we are saying that the first people who came to South Africa with the boat must also move, which are the white people, because they are the ones who first came here illegally. Now we are saying that the borders of Africa must fall. We need to unite with our brothers. Those people who the mayor is saying must go are black people. Now, the mayor is racist and is discriminating against our own people. He is the one who must go. If he does not leave the office, we are coming for him and we are going to kick him out of the office.
But we are not sure whether it is black people or white people, because an illegal immigrant is neither black or white. An illegal immigrant is somebody that doesn't have papers, or rather the right or the correct papers to be in South Africa. So why would you as Cosas or you as Tabang say that, it is our black people and not white people? What is where are the facts on that accusation? And also name calling when you call Mr. Mashaba, the mayor, you're calling him a saloonist and a businessman. What does that have to do with his job as a mayor?
He's a clown. That's why we're calling him that. He should have provided, if indeed he's a mayor, he should have acted as a mayor and provided upon his responsibilities. Now he's only there because of he's a clown. We're saying that he must move. We don't want stooges here. We want statues of our former heroes of struggle that he must build. Now he's turning into a statue himself. That's not what we want. I don't want us to shift the focus of why we're here. We must focus on the grievances that were made by the students yesterday, that he must leave the office. Even now, we don't have... some of the Wi-Fi hotspots that we're having are closed. And some of by now, all schools should have Wi-Fi hotspots because of those
security.
Things assist learners to get access to resources. Like
so finally, just to cut you there, Tabang, what is your final demand or maybe, cry to the mayor of Johannesburg? What is your final word to say? This is what Cosas or the students, especially in the township, want.
To the mayor was saying that he must go. That's what we're saying. Now we're saying to the Department of Education that we need a radical education transformation. This system is not working for us. We need to empower our people. We need to teach young people skills. We're saying that they must employ young principals. Just like we're having a doctor who's 23 years old in South Africa, we need a young principal who's 23 years old. We need young teachers who are able to speak many languages, because you'll find that we're having one class that equals to 40 learners, but only one teacher who's going to teach the same thing to all of those students the same way. And those children, they are forgetting that those children have different needs. They are coming from different family backgrounds, but they're teaching them the same thing and expect them to pass and compete against each other to be the number one. Now we're saying that we need a system that is going to fit all of us. We need a curriculum that is not drafted by people who have never set foot in class to teach. We need a curriculum that is drafted by the students themselves, along with the teacher components and all of the stakeholders of education combined.
Thabang, thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm going to have to cut you there because we are running out of time. But we're hoping that next time we will definitely invite you again in studio to discuss more on these issues. That was Thabang from Cosas, who is demanding that, demanding that the mayor, Mashaba, must actually go and leave the position.